Hello, this is Mark. I work at one of the Apple retail store. A friend of mine, the best friends on earth, one of my best friends that I found on YouTube, he sent me a comment asking me one question about, he asked me, Mark, why didn't Apple allow the iOS 6 to be compatible with the first generation iPad or the iPad 1? Okay, I gotta say something. First of all, the first generation iPad doesn't have cameras, so we can't do FaceTime video call. We can't do FaceTime video call. That's the reason why it's not compatible with the first generation iPad, but in most cases it's the FaceTime. Well, from customers' perspective, I gotta say one thing, that the reason that we didn't allow the first generation iPad to be compatible with the iOS 6 is we want to encourage more people to buy the iPad 3. Because most people who already have the first generation iPad, sometimes they tend to hold that iPad. But you have to understand that you have to give them sympathy, including me. I made a mistake once. I have the first generation iPad, I downloaded the iPhotos, and it appears on the screen as the iPhoto was not compatible with my first generation iPad. So the thing is, you gotta understand one thing, that let's say we have the first generation iPad, and of course we want the iOS 6 and we want to buy the iPad 3. I spent roughly like $799 something in Thailand to buy a 3G first generation iPad, and I want to resell it, and some vendors gave me the best price, I think was like $300 from $799. So sometimes it's hard to accept, sometimes it's unacceptable. So the only reason that the first generation iPad is not compatible with the iOS 6 is we want to sell the iPad 3. That's the honest answer. Because the iPad 2 is nothing, because even though we sell the iPad 2 with the iPad 3, I mean alongside the iPad 3, but the iPad 3 is only available, it's only one more 16 gigs, so we want to sell more iPad 3. If we allow people to use iOS 6 with the first generation iPad, most people will stick with the first iPad, they won't buy a new device. But we have to do this, we have to survive, that's it. I apologize if you feel bad about it. Thanks for watching.
Oh,